Season 2, Episode 1, Projectile Dysfunction. We've had our long-awaited break. My name is Evan. This is Dan, who can't introduce himself suddenly.
Sorry. I was daydreaming.
You know, this series put a lot of work in. We've had a lot of meetings behind closed doors.
Behind closed doors, but we lost all the notes.
Yeah,
so...
Dan lost all the notes, but we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about it. We're coming fresh out.
So this season, we've already got, we're doing 10 episodes. We're having a mixture of guests.
Bradley Wiggins.
We've got Bradley Wiggins.
Big Nasty.
James Corden's flying over from America.
Yeah, well, he knows you through your family, innit? So we got James Corden on one episode. He said he could only do like 5 minutes, though.
Yeah,
but
and
having James Corden
this whole series is going to be up on YouTube, on the Projectile Dysfunction
Yeah,
YouTube
so if you're
channel.
listening now, why not go watch it?
Ooh.
Projectile Dysfunction.
See our lovely faces.
On YouTube. Yeah, touch yourself.
But today, we have our first guest on Projectile.
First guest of the pod.
His name is Alex.
Alex Pozeshkian.
He's given his full name. Should
we do a round of applause? Round of applause?
We're also joined by another guest, James the cameraman.
James the cameraman.
Hello.
Yeah. You'll never... Difference is with James, you'll never actually see his face. He's the man you never know who he is or what he looks like.
You'll never know what he looks like.
You will never know.
So season 2.
I'm buzzing.
Lots happened in the world, but we're not going to dwell on that. We're going to go straight in.
The thing is, a lot has happened, but we're back. We're sort of back to normality now. We can leave the house.
Yeah.
How are you feeling first few times you could leave the house?
Oh, very gassed.
Break out.
But then I got bored of it instantly.
What about you, Alex?
I'm a bit worried.
I'm terrified.
I wasn't like, I'm going to go out now straight away. Just a bit like,
Yeah, it took me time, but afterwards, after I went out 3 times, going out's not that great.
What do you mean?
But now it's normal.
What do you mean? It wasn't that great. Just bored already. Thing is, we can only go.
Like 4 or 5 people I actually like.
Yeah, and we can only go to the park as well. Guess the point. We're going to the park. But when I was 16, I would have stayed out in the park till like 2 in the morning and just been buzzing off.
Mate, we used to stay longer than 2 in the morning.
Getting old, mate.
8 in the morning.
Getting old.
No, but like I have this bit in me where it says at 8 o'clock, I was like, just rather go and eat some dinner and just like slack it off. And back then I'd be like 4 in the morning, I'm not fucking going on.
I'm not leaving,
I'm staying in the park and I'm freezing cold. But
it's the thing to do, innit?
Yeah.
You're just so bored.
But now, when I'm sitting in the park,
So
my
bored.
back's aching because I can't see anything. I'm like, oh, fuck, I want to go home. Have some dinner.
Right.
Anyway,
freezing.
So
right, so we got Alex with us.
Yeah, we got Alex with us. So I've known Alex since I was about 11. Alex
Hold on,
actually...
let's just introduce Alex in a more general sense.
Yeah.
So,
philanthropist.
Alex, maybe...
Sex.
Yeah, how would you explain yourself in 3
Alex,
words?
describe yourself in 3 words.
Truly the best.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And it's factual.
Alex is actually has his own podcast.
Do you want to plug that?
Cosmic comedy, yes.
So, what do you and
37 followers and growing. I think I'm more than that.
It's good that it's growing.
38, I think.
It's good that it's growing.
It's growing.
You said 3,700 million. So that was the
Yes,
figure you
yes.
just
Sorry,
gave.
slip
Not
at the
30,
tongue.
not
Slip
not
of the
37.
tongue.
You said 3,700 million.
It's global.
But I've known you since I was 11. Dan's known you since
6.
when I was
So James wins.
when I was making the notes exercise, I actually was thinking about. I've actually, in a weird way, shared lots of my first experiences with you in a weird way.
on.
Well, I was going to... Sounds kind of weird. Because I was going to be like... I was going to shared our first kiss, but I just remember we both had our first kisses on the same night.
Same day.
Not with each
Oh,
other.
jeez.
On the same tree.
To be fair, actually, me and Alex did share our first kiss.
We did, actually. We did. Actually, that was my second kiss.
That was my first kiss.
That was Dan's first.
Do you remember that...
I'm not going to give context.
It was spin the bottle, and we wanted to impress girls.
It was just a Sunday, and we were bored. So yeah.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that night, though? The lead up, the build up to that party.
First kiss with Dan.
It was like our first party.
Big day.
Do you not remember the build up to that?
Oh, don't say
hell.
his
I
name.
shouldn't say names.
We'll beat it.
No, but I remember clearly it's like coming around to yours, and I was proper nervous. I had that like stomach, cause first pipe issues, and we went and we were like, I was actually, what should we wear?
I know what to give you, mate.
Yeah,
what shirt did I give you?
What did you give? You turned around.
I gave you a shirt, but I can't remember what company it's from.
Yellow Superdry. And we both had Superdry tops on.
But then you got some that night, mate.
Well, we both had our first kiss. Yeah, tragically.
No, I think that's quite cute. You know?
I don't think you would have got that kiss without that shirt. So
Oh, once you had the Superdry.
Everything when it comes to kissing, everything matters.
Do you remember the
That's
first
what
time you
Alex
two?
thought.
Do you remember the first time you two guys met?
No, we didn't ever meet because we grew up when we were so young. But
it was just there.
We just kind of fused together.
You guys,
year
you guys also made probably some of the weirdest videos as kids.
Oh,
the lost
yeah.
tapes.
So me and Alex. So I remember once I got into Alex's car and he was like, mate, I've got a new phone. I was like, oh my
Everything
god,
changed.
it was like a Sony Ericsson. He was like, check this out. You could like film. To be fair, iPhones still can't do this, so it is pretty sick.
it was high tech.
You can
It
film
was next level.
and then pause the film and then resume filming. So we went on a fucking
mad one.
spree of making. So it started out quite light-hearted.
Yeah.
So we'll actually
Pretty harmless.
we'll post some of these on the Instagram. There's some that are kind of like 10-year-olds like, oh, I'm at 007. There was one that's like
Unpimp My Ride.
yeah, it was like
stupid
Pimp My
stuff.
Ride, like 007, like gun things. And then at the age of like 12, it took quite a dark turn.
Was it 12, 11? 12?
12,
yeah.
11, it took
Yeah,
a
yeah.
really dark turn. So they're called the Lost Tapes basically because
They
they were lost for about
a while.
10.
Can I
12
jump in?
years.
Dan and Alex were, how could I explain it? Quite.
Normal children.
They were not normal children. They're like the small little weird fat kids who are quite geeky,
Yeah.
just sit in the ICT room all lunch when everyone else
Yeah,
playing football. No,
to be
no, I
honest,
can mug you
we
off
weren't-
now. We're 11 years old. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't.
Yeah, fair.
we're all pretty losers when we're that young. But
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I was bare sick when I was
But we were pretty cool for losers, mate. And then I just have this memory. So there's one tape that hasn't been recovered. So I'll post some on Instagram. There's one where, you know, Alex is a secret agent. There's Unpimp My Ride.
yeah.
There's one about a Mexican guitarist who stalks and hunts. And there's this one video that we haven't found, which is called the Torture Tapes.
That name is not like a hyper
It's not
hyperbolized
hyperbole.
name. That's a real talk.
So this was when me and Alex were into. We had a little horror film phase, and we started the blog Sick or Shit Horror. If anyone wants to
Still
go check that
online?
out, still online, still active, and where we'd rate horror films. And we thought it was a good idea to make our own like found footage horror film kind of thing.
Jesus Christ. I forgot about that shit.
Or so this video. Do you want to explain a bit about the torture tape? The
What?
chair in the hallway. Do you know
The
what tape
chair
I'm
in the
talking
hallway. Well, the one where I'm
about? On your
literally-
landing.
Yeah, the one where I'm attacking you.
Yeah. So
with a gun.
talk about.
Well, basically, I think it was my idea as well. I was like, I'm just gonna
It was
make a
your idea.
video where I'm attacking down on a chair, but like,
No. I was in the chair
you're like tied up.
with my hands. So it was one of those like wooden chairs.
Everyone's
Had
just like traumatized in this.
I had my hands.
I was involved in it, so I don't want to like.
Yeah, you were only
Sounds-
involved in like the cool bits, like the kissing, the weed smoking. I was there from day one with this shit. So I'm in a chair with my hands tied behind my back
Bound.
through the things of the chair, so I can't move. And Alex is like, "Trust me, this will be fine." And he sets up the camera,
Trust me, this will be enjoyable.
and the first video of the thing, the first second of the clip is just like, and I'm like, "Oh, don't actually hit me!"
no,
and
it
then
starts off normal, and then I hit
You're
you.
like-
I think I hit you too hard. You're like, you look at me like
I
in a
clock
daze.
like, he's
like,
gonna fucking do stuff. You're like tickling me with a feather, and you just smack me in the face.
from like 1 to 10 in like 2
Yeah, and
seconds.
I'm tied to the chair. Like, oh god! And you just start like tickling me, and like poking me and pinching me, like
What did
nipple
my
crippling
mum
me.
think of this shit?
For like the video's like 25 minutes long.
Wait, what? I was wait. So you got wait. So
This
you
was
guys basically
amusement
met
film.
up and you made a like.
BDSM film.
You made like a fake like torture thing for fun
But then it turned into Alex taking it
When
too
you say
far.
it like that, it sounds so.
at like 11 years old.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So where were you getting this sort of like this need to do this when you met up?
Because we were horror, we were big
Alright.
horror fans.
Yeah, mate.
The other
Mate.
thing, they're downplaying this sickle shit horror thing, but
the films that we watch.
no, but the website they made actually did really well. Ended up having like 80,000. Was it 80,000 views or something?
Yeah, it's got. I don't know if it might. It's
think
quite a
it's-
few. It's like surprising amount.
Yeah.
You can probably.
You
check
two
that.
talk
It's like
while I
10,000.
So like they basically made this thing where they just went on they like really obscure films and they basically explained. I don't know. They said they were basically just gave ratings.
Yeah, like it was more
it-
like
but it popped
informal
off.
reviews. Yeah, but no pop. But Dan posted like an actual.
I found the
legit-
website.
Oh shit.
We have
What
total
the
pages 61,328. And the last post on it was Saturday 21st of April 2012.
Oh, that's sad.
It's called We're Back Sluts. It goes, boom, bitches, we're back. Recently, we haven't, I think this is you, but it definitely wasn't me. Boom, bitches, we're back.
It was
Recently,
me, yeah.
we haven't been able to watch any horror films or write any reviews or post simply because we not be bothered to do it. But now, shit's
100%
gonna
me.
change, sluts.
Basically, all the reviews
whoa,
that
whoa,
were
whoa,
good.
shit's gonna
are
change,
Dan.
sluts. All of the sluts out there who have been following us since we started, Alex and Dan would just like to say thank you. We promised an insanely long post about all the Saw movies that will be up very soon. in the next week or so. So stay tuned, sluts. But in the next few days, we'll be watching a few movies. So expect a few reviews from the SOS crew. And that was the last post. We never did those reviews.
I'm quite glad you didn't.
That was an empty promise from us.
I mean, but there was a review that Dan put on the website that was actually good, and he posted it somewhere else. And it
Serbian
actually
film.
got quite a few views.
Yeah, it was a pretty disturbing time in our life.
But the thing is, I slagged it off. But like when I was that young, is that all I did was sit and play COD. You guys actually went out and were like sort of creative.
Oh,
You're sort of creative. Like you still play COD, but you were like very creative kids. Well, I just sat and played football or like did whatever. You guys were out just like editing on iMovie.
Yeah,
Windows Movie Maker.
Windows Movie
Maker. If you
Maker.
were as nerdy as we were, you probably wouldn't be playing sport and making sketches.
It was a rough
mate.
time. It was a really rough time. So what was your... Evan, have you got a early memory that you'd like to share?
Early memory.
Indeed.
No, I was thinking of the other day. Which isn't a memory, but like, do you think in a weird way?
Okay.
Do you think in a weird way we will like miss the like deep lockdown of Corona? Of like,
I already miss it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
do you
It was
think,
like an excuse
fun.
to do fuck all.
you know how they have like no pressure on you to
Yeah.
like do anything because it was
Yeah.
like, I don't like it's Corona, like just chill, keep your mind safe,
Yeah.
like get in a
Yeah.
routine.
No, I ever since it's come out a bit, I'm feeling a bit like, I feel pressured
But
to like
that-
do something more.
Yeah.
Whereas before it was like, there's no pressure to like get a job, just chill, watch TV.
So you think
wake up at like
but it's,
12.
I also think it's quite a hard thing to say as well because there's like a million people, well not a million people, there's a lot of people who've died, but like
Yeah.
Yeah.
there is
Obviously,
apart from that, obviously
happy about
that's
that.
I'm not happy about that, but like the actual thing of just like waking up every day, like no expectations, none of that.
Yeah.
In a few years we'll be like, tell you about coronavirus, just didn't need to leave the house, like didn't have to do
The
anything.
golden days, remember them?
Just sending like a ridiculous amount of memes onto the thing, which just made
I'm already nostalgic about lockdown.
what
It's always
But a
on the
second
group chat.
lockdown could be coming. You never know. It could
no,
be
but
coming
like you know
like
that time because it was the first time,
Oh,
and it
no.
was like fucking like what's the word? It's like the world's like ended.
Apocalypse.
Yeah, it's like apocalypse. Like it was like everything was new, locked in, no food things. Like he
Yeah.
goes to fucking Tesco's, got masks on, gloves
Yeah.
on. But someone like looks you on, you're like, get the fuck away
Oh
from
my
me!
God.
Get
Someone
15 meters while you fucking
Yeah,
break.
back off, mate.
Step out! Step out!
Yeah, I'm gonna miss it. But there's one thing. There's one story that I do want to bring up.
Yeah.
With Alex that I wasn't involved with, but I want to talk about his mindset because I've never asked him about it. So when we were about, I want to say 13, Alex loved BB guns.
Oh,
You had BB guns, right?
Yes, mate.
So it was me, you, and Merlin in your attic.
Oh, mate.
So I was sat there, and I was at that. I'm like, I'm still am, but I was always a bit shy, and like I don't like awkward situations. And then Alex and Merlin like, oh, there's a builder over there,
a man, just a man minding his own business.
like on a scaffolding,
Taking
doing
a
like
break.
tiling on a roof. And Alex and Merlin like 13, like, oh, let's shoot him, mate. And they just start shooting BB guns at this fucking bloke on top of a scaffold.
Almost
and
hit
then
him in the eye.
yeah, so did you
Like-
hit him?
No, wait,
No,
tell
like,
the story.
almost.
Tell the full story.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like,
go on.
Oh, my
Yeah, go on.
And then fucking, so I'm like, this is absolutely obscene. And you and Merlin like, oh, we shot him bare, man. You use like a whole fucking clip on it.
wait, so the builder's across the street on the scaffolding, and you've leaned out your top window.
Yeah.
With
It's
a BB gun.
Yeah, it's like a
so the
pistol,
guy's
and it,
the
like-
guy's like up in the air basically. So if he falls or something, then
would die.
No. He was like standing at the garage is there, and he's like standing having a fag or something.
Okay.
How old are you at this point?
13, probably 14. But I was like,
Peak
shooting
boredom
him. The
age.
bullet was like going up. For some reason, I was like trying to get this man in the eye.
So
I don't know why.
talk to me about that
Fucked up.
mindset because
That at the time, look, in retrospect, I'm like, Christ.
yeah, it's
But
dark.
also-
It's quite dark.
But also, I'm like, you know, it was more like peer pressure. Thing. Like, yeah, go on, yeah.
Maybe
But
Merlin's
Dan
the
wasn't having
culprit.
any of it. Dan was just like,
I was sat there, I'm not getting involved. And
remember he
then
knocked
the
on the
fucking
fucking
dude
door.
knocked on the fucking door. So we run into Alex's garage and like hide behind
Yeah,
the
really.
sofa, like, oh, bro. And then we heard your sister, we like, forget your sister's in the house. It's like, I'll get it. Like, oh, no.
Yeah, Nina answers the door, and then I'm.
And then what happened? Because you left to go apologise.
Yeah, I went out. I had to go. He was like standing by my car. So was he gonna fucking hit me?
So what happened?
I went outside. It was like one of those moments I knew I fucked up really bad.
Yeah.
I can't. There's no way to like escape this. This is my fate now. So I just went out and I was like, mate, I'm really sorry. Like, he's just like, she could have blinded me, mate. I was like, really sorry. I wasn't embarrassed. I was kind of a prick.
Well, did he just
back then.
accept the apology?
You're just 13, like.
Yeah, I was like dumb and third. Like,
Yeah.
but Dan wasn't.
You don't think,
Dan was,
no,
like,
but you don't
straight
think
away,
of like what happened after you.
Can't do that. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, but as you realise, as we've all realised through the whole season, Dan is a bit of a pussy.
Pussy, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we all know.
Sorry for not
Dad's like,
shooting a man with a BB.
No, not
Any
even that, though,
situation.
like, on the road, if we see like someone with a hood, Dan's like, do not.
Still being street smart.
So,
Do not-
onto the
Still
topic of Dan being a bit of a pussy,
Yeah.
right? This story's just come to my mind. There was this one time we were at Festival, the festival, and basically I was just standing there minding my own business, and these three guys like zoom out of nowhere and grab me, and they come around me and they're like, give me your fucking wallet, give me your stuff, yeah. And I'm with my two friends, yeah, and I'm there like, no, I'm not giving it to you, fuck off. And I was like 17, they're quite a lot bigger than me, these guys, big guys.
Huge.
Yeah, and they were like, give me your fucking stuff, look to my left, yeah, Dan's gone. Dan has
No,
fucking
You bastard.
gone.
You bastard.
Dan
But
has
where had I gone?
Look to
Where
my
had I
left.
gone? To the security guard who was a few metres away.
Before the guys had even touched
So,
me,
what do you
Dan
wanna
had
know
like
now?
sprinted a million miles away. So I was just left in with three guys. I'm not giving you anything, man. Piss off.
Yeah, and then they walked
Dan's
away.
like to me before.
So I went to the
Benny.
bloody security to get... Sorry, you're getting mugged. I went to a
Okay,
security
if you
guard.
went security, then fair enough.
It's not like we're like, oh,
But he went
fuck.
security.
How far
But he
was-
went to security guard to the point where, like, before the guys had even said anything to me, I looked to my left. Dan just
No,
legged
I
it.
didn't.
Dan
He's like
Oh,
halfway there.
that is such
Yeah.
bollocks.
What, mate? This is what
Obviously,
happened.
they said, give
Okay.
me your shit.
What happened?
Okay.
What happened? Fair enough. This is what I thought happened. What do you think
Okay,
happened then?
for my situation, so Evan had his wallet out, and they were like, oi, there was like 6 of guys or something like, give me your wallet, whatever, and you're like, no, like, give it. I was like, oh fuck. So I look around, there's a high-vis jacket, so I'm like, oh fuck. So I go and be like,
Safety.
mate, these guys are going, come back, and they're gone.
Right. Well, we'll let everyone's opinion decide what's the actual
Fans
truth.
decide.
Yeah, I can
'Cause,
just think really fast on my feet, and I'm really good at situations like that. I always get it.
But at the end of the story, I didn't
sold.
get mugged. I fought all of them off, beat them to the pulp
One hit.
of to the edge of death,
One hit
basically.
knockout.
Yeah.
Knocked them all out.
Yeah.
One of our other friends actually stayed with me. He helped me out, but Dan was gone.
No, I helped you out more.
a little bit.
See, I've
yeah.
really got your back.
What did the other friend do? Was he like?
He tried to...
No, he backed me up, pushed him away and stuff.
Fuck off, no, he
Oi.
didn't.
We were like
Touch them.
fighting them. I was like, "Dot, bang!"
Fought him to the death,
Alex,
mate.
somehow
Dead.
Evans made a story about him nearly getting mugged, make him sound hard.
What?
So
I did,
these guys tried to mock me.
yeah.
No, to be fair,
They
it
didn't mug me.
was brave.
And I do stand
yeah,
up to
fair
them.
enough.
No, it was
I could have
brave.
given it to
It
them.
was brave.
No, man stands up for his way.
But,
But yeah, moving on,
moving on.
Shit, you
because
know
obviously Alex is here. But
Just don't
Obviously-
talk to Alex for the entire
yeah,
podcast.
yeah. Oh, yeah, back to me and Dan. You guys have missed us. Obviously, I went to school with you from year 7 thingy. And we've had, I remember quite a few teachers that we used to terrorise in
hate
school.
us.
No, terrorise in school.
Yeah.
One of the
That was
teachers
a
we had in
handful.
year 7, I'm not going to say her name, but do you
Science
remember that
teacher.
time when we did that thing when we like hid under the desks?
Fucking yeah, I know who you're talking about. Science teacher.
Do you remember that story? So
We all pretended to just be gone.
So there was this one teacher who we decided to do. Oh, our cameraman was there as well, actually. But
Classic.
there was this one teacher who used to like rinse. We were 11 years old, and like she ended up getting the sack. But she was like every lesson she'd end up crying. We'd do stupid things like someone would get up and like they'd drop a pencil and like throw themselves to the floor, and everyone would be like ha ha ha. But this one lesson we planned it beforehand. Do you remember this?
This was like a well timed. Like,
Yeah, so we all got together as a class. Like we weren't, we were all
We were a unit
friends,
that
but
day,
like,
mate. We were a unit that day.
Well, we weren't in the end, but
Nah.
we all stood round. We remember she came in. We were like, right, as soon as she leaves, because it was science. You have the long desk in science. So you
Yeah.
have the high seats. So you can like. So we like
covered
we'll
up.
hide underneath. So when she comes back, she'll think we'll all legged it out of the class.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah. Do you remember what happened
And we
next?
were already annoying her, so she was like, I don't know why she was leaving. I don't know what happened. Did she go out? Did she come in and go out?
No, so-
thinking we'd left.
So she basically she went out, And then she came back in, but then there's this one girl in our class who just, as soon as she walked in, fucked us all, because she just got up, and the teacher just knew it was me.
Was it like a nerdy?
And you know what the bullshit thing was?
Who was it? You can mime it to me.
Yeah.
I'll cover your mouth.
Class.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And the teacher comes back in, and the guy sitting next to me thought it'd be funny. He was as I got up, obviously, two of us next to him pushed us down, so we were still hiding underneath. He was like, "Oh, don't go up, don't go up." So when I came up last year, she looks at me. She obviously just decided that I was the one. I was the one who made this all up. She's got like I just got 5 day detention and thinking. No one else got a single other thing.
Fuck.
But anyway, this teacher we terrorised for
Yeah.
the whole time until she didn't get
Remember
sick.
asking her the date.
What?
No,
Oh shit!
that was how, that
What's
was how
this?
young we were.
But basically, she was just absolutely mental. Like we used to just ask her the date, and like every lesson, because we knew she'd go mental, so we'd be like, "I'll just ask her the date." And her reaction every time would be like, "You should know the date. You don't need to know." Wait, actually, that was when he
I
said.
kind of feel sorry
Just go
for
mental.
us. We
at us.
just didn't give a fuck. We
Yeah.
didn't even like.
But do you remember the other one, the South African man who came to teach us?
Oh God! I keep saying names.
No, it doesn't. That name doesn't
He's
matter.
never
Alright.
gonna listen to
Alright.
it.
Boys!
Idiots! They're smearing my name.
But do you remember what we ended up doing?
that
to
we
her?
throwing ink on his back on his
Yeah.
like fucking like what's it called, like expensive coat.
Yeah, poor
Expensive
bloke.
white coat.
So we had this. It was actually
Not super
this
expensive.
this one year we had like 6 or 7 science teachers. This is the same year actually we had this
Yeah,
woman.
I remember this.
Like,
I
we
was in a
just
different
going
class.
through.
We just had a turnover of science teachers.
But
where
you,
they
you both emotionally abused teachers, also.
yeah.
Yeah.
That we're young, you know.
Well,
Young
yeah.
bucks.
Our
Well,
class
not
was like
literally, but-
not the most well behaved.
Yeah.
We had a few
just-
misbehavers.
But anyway, so what we decided, this nice man, and that half the time we'd get out of class, just being like halfway through the class, he'd be like, "Sir, what's South Africa like?" And he'd be like, "Really?" And he'd just have all these videos that halfway through and just watch like videos of like lions or shit. But it's just the best way to get out of science.
Oh, yeah.
But this one time, right, he had this white shirt on, and like for some
Oh,
reason,
no.
yeah, whenever he walked past, everyone. This is the time when everyone had
Lammy.
what are those pens, like Parker pens.
Yeah,
like,
Parker, yeah.
So it all just like as soon as he walked past, such
Fountain
a
pen.
little scum pack, just started like, you know, you used to
Yeah, you
smash
flick
it.
the ink,
You flick
yeah.
the ink and the ink would spray.
Yeah.
So whenever he turned back, everyone would
Do
spray
you
his
remember
back.
when people used to, like, in the bus to, like, games, have those, like, string bags around the hook and, like, go like... Do you remember this? And it would, like, heat up the hook and it would melt off.
yeah.
And then you'd, like, put your hand and, like, melt your hand on it and, like, burn yourself.
I remember
No.
people doing that, but it was like I remember Durst.
Yeah, that was when we were younger, yeah. Sorry, you weren't involved ever, mate. We're back.
Anyway.
So we just had to have a little intermission because of the camera. So this is on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. Have we said that yet?
Yeah, I said
See,
it.
this season all on YouTube. Bang.
On all platforms.
So
But then as we got older, like, we're moving away from like being 11. But one of the things which I'm gonna say, it's so mean, like Alex made us do it. But those are when I said first experience start, 'cause obviously first time we smoked weed or like did other things was with Alex.
Yeah,
And-
my first time. Well, I can't say his name, but my first
Was it
time
someone
was
else?
with.
I remember
You know.
I remember
think
having
you
this
know.
vivid
Fine.
memory
Do you know? Do you remember?
of like I was in Wales visiting like my grandma, and I was BBMing you, and you
Oh,
messaged me like,
BBM.
Dan. I was like, what? Just smoke weed, bro. And I remember instead of being like, oh, that's kind of sick, I was like, oh my god, and I was like talking to my cousin who was like 2 years younger than me, like, bro, one of my best friends just smoked weed.
Well, like,
Oh, he's
FOMO,
gonna.
like,
I don't
oh.
want this to happen to my fucking
Oh,
friendship
you
group,
thought I
man.
was like going off the.
Yeah, I was literally like, bro, oh
shit.
man, my friends are doing drugs. Oh shit.
I remember
And
the next day.
I was talking to my sister, and I was like, Hannah, man, like,
he's gone.
Alex just like my friend smoked weed,
I'm-
and then literally
It's like
the day
heroin or
later,
something.
just come back to London to meet you. Like, let's smoke weed. Like,
Was it?
okay.
It wasn't. It was like.
But use like
It
those.
wasn't that soon
Use
after
the
that. I
Diet
remember-
Coke can as a bottle.
Did we?
When you used to
I
like.
swear we. What we couldn't roll then? We
No,
didn't
no,
even know what. We didn't even know how to roll a cigarette.
Yeah.
Do we use a Diet Coke?
Use a
can?
Diet
That's
Coke
actually-
can like
in the
put little
tab-
pricks in
the
it.
tabernacle. Sorry.
Tabernacle. Oh,
For
I
those who
didn't
don't know
talk-
what tabernacle is, it's like this weird private.
It's basically
real
just
estate
like
area.
a little bit that we found, which is just like an unused bit of grass, which is like locked off,
Yeah.
and we could just go there next like an old cricket pitch, which no one used.
Yeah,
or like
It
an
was
abandoned
so
thing.
scary, and like when you'd be like high, and be like, oh, and you think you'd see like people walking
Or a
towards
car
you.
goes by.
There'd be like people walking through the grass, but oh god.
But one of the funniest things that happened when we were taking one of these, whatever we were doing,
Yeah.
when we were 16, was when we took something with a hallucinogen, basically.
Christ on a bike.
And me and Alex took it. So everyone was at a party, but me and Alex did it in his loft, and like we took it, and then we not really knowing anything about it, like I said, and basically everything we would just find everything so funny, and we realised we'd just laugh for like 20 minutes straight. But I mean, like laughing, like couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, when you can't breathe.
I looked at him, I was like, we need to get out. We need to get out of your house. Like,
it's 2 jokes. You need to leave
like
jokes.
his mum was downstairs. Like if your mum comes up, just be like, what the fuck is wrong with
these kids are nuts.
Yeah. So we come downstairs, and I go downstairs, and I'm like, put my shoes on. I'm like, get by the door, cool, let's go. And I'm just holding. For some reason, I've got this massive bottle of Sprite. So we're like, we're gonna get thirsty. So I got a big bottle of Sprite. You got 2 litre bottle of Sprite. So I'm looking at this Sprite. Then Alex's mum comes over, and she's like, "Oh, you boys going out?" Alex's like, "Yeah, we're just gonna go out." And I'm just looking at the Sprite, kind of like laughing hysterically, just staring. She looks at me, and I don't look at her because I'm scared.
Yeah.
But I'm just weirdly looking at a bottle of Sprite in the corner, just hysterically laughing. And then I just hear Alex in the corner be like to his mum,
I can't tie my shoelaces.
and Alex's
How
mum,
old are you here? Like 16.
we're 16. Alex's mum,
Genuine. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Alex's mum just looks at you, and she's like, "What's wrong with you guys?"
Like genuine concern, and like I just remember looking at my shoe, like thinking that there should be 2 laces on the left and 2 on the right. Like I was like, where the fuck's the third and fourth lace? So I was like to mum, like, can you help me out with this? And then she just looked at me like, all right, and he just does my shoe.
So just picture his mum. So
awkward.
These 2 boys, 16, just come downstairs. She's walked into the thing, and her son's there. And suddenly turned to it. Suddenly, age 16, has forgotten to tie his shoelaces, and then his friend won't look at her and is holding a Sprite can, crying with laughter in the corner.
And you had to like leave.
And I walked out the door. I was like, "Why can't you tie your
I'll wait
shoelaces?"
outside for you, Alex.
Yeah, I was like,
I'll wait outside for you, Alex, mate.
yeah.
But that walk, that once I left my house, and then that walk to Gunnersbury was like the funnest thing. So we're free.
Yeah.
We're free.
But I just remembered like the absolute.
Back in the day, Alex used to be the plug. But I have this, I have this memory. Like, so we were like 15, and like every time we go out, it was like a summer. We would go to get cigarettes from this shop, but only Alex would ever get served.
I was the bloody plug.
Yeah, he was like the plug for cigs.
What was his name? The dude, newsagent guy.
No,
I can't remember.
Yeah, we won't go into it because he was committing illegal activity.
Oh yeah, fair. No names.
And then
Bob.
One day so it was me and Jack, and we thought we were meeting Alex. So I'll get like a bottle of Jaeger and a couple of packs of cigs and just sit in the park with cigs.
Kids.
Me and Jack get to Alex's house, and we phone him like, "Alex, we're outside. It's like middle of summer, hot day. Like, come on." He's like, "Oh, I'm at my girlfriend's house." Like, no, leave, man, leave. Come. And you're just like, it's so fair enough. But at the time, we couldn't believe you were denying us. You were like, "No, I'm here."
We organised it before, and I think
you just forgot. And we were like, "Oh, come on."
That was a bit
and so me and Jack were like, "All right, we'll have to go get cigs by ourselves." We basically only wanted you to get cigs in that scenario. We're like, at least come buy cigs for us, man. And then like we're walking, we go into the cig shop, and it's no avail. He's like, "I do." Like, right, I'm sick.
Thing is,
And
I
then-
remember going to that same shop one time, and he was like, "No, I can't serve you." And I was like, one second. And just got up BBM photo of you. I was like, "I'm his friend." And the guy looked at us like, "Oh, cigarettes!" And just chucks you a thing of cigarettes. I was like, "Yeah, go on, mate."
What a geek.
And I was like 15.
Mate.
And then I have this, and then so me and
Big boy
Jack,
Alex.
so we get to the park and we phone you like literally 50 more times. Like, Alex, and I think Jack was like crying down the phone. He was like, "Just come buy cigs for us at least, man." And I phoned you. I was like, "Alex, when are you gonna be done? Come through, man." Well, not like that, but I was like, "Come on, please, mate." And then you're just like, you get angry, like, "Nah, like I'm not coming. Just leave me alone." And I'm like, "Oh, what prick." And then me and Jack try and like find like cigarette butts to smoke because we're so desperate.
Right.
And we're like looking through these bins, like,
so-
you know the ashtrays on top of bins? We're like looking like that one's got a bit, like smoke a bit of that. And it just wasn't working. So we're walking back to Ealing, and God must have sent a message because there was a whole pack of cigs on the floor with all the cigs like spread everywhere. And me and Jack were like, we've hit a fucking gold mine.
You
But
think
the
someone's
only
left
issue
them?
was
Someone's lost them.
the only issue was there was sick all over them. Someone had shunned on this pack of cigs.
You didn't fucking have a cigarette.
So Jack's like, "I can't do it, man. So I collect all the cigs in my hand.
Oh man.
And I'm trying to find the one with least sick in it. Like they're like all
Why'd you
stained
pick
yellow
them
with
up?
sick. The sick was like wet on the street on top of these sicks. I'm like drying them off, and there was like one cig that only had sick like on one bit of it, and I just remember, oh thank fuck, and I was lit it, just cigged it up,
Oh my god.
and I was like, we didn't need Alex after all, man.
I'm looking at Dan right now, complete disgust. I'm going to be honest.
I mean,
complete
That is
disgust.
desperation.
It was the most desperate. We were like
That is.
heroin
I
addicts
actually remember,
who needed a
I actually
fixer.
remember desperation
Walking-
cigarettes to be, but let's not talk about
Yeah,
that.
let's
That's
not
too
talk
dark.
about
That's too dark. But
Picking up the cigarette.
another thing that
Picking up the cigarette.
yeah, let's not talk about that.
dog.
Yeah, but the context is dark.
Yeah.
And I remember,
Yes, it is.
Alex, when we started revising when we were 16, a few of us started taking like, I don't know, like revision helpers, like
Oh, revision help.
Study job.
Is that what they're called?
study helpers, as they're called. So Alex, we were taking these study helpers, which helps you
So
concentrate.
it's like similar to modafinil.
Yeah, but
people
those
take.
like study helpers that help you concentrate did actually really work. But Alex comes to me and basically is like, "No, man, you don't need to take these. I've got something else you can take."
To be fair, did I say it was good for revision?
Yeah.
Bollocks, I said it was good
So
for
you were
revision.
taking these-
My memory
And Alex
is the
was like,
worst.
Alex like, you know what
The
I've been
worst memory.
taking? He was like, I've been taking chill
Chill
pills. It was like, you know why? They relax me so much when I'm revising. Like, I revise so well. And I was thinking, like,
Are you revising?
I think chill pills like relax you. I think
Don't
they
know,
help, I think they help you sleep a lot.
Yeah.
Alex was like, no man, just chills me out so I can just think so much clearer.
And it was only what age were you when you realised that this man had just been giving 15-year-olds Valium?
It wasn't. It was after the. Because I think when I told Evan about it, we just had like one or two, but then we met up in Gunnersbury. And we were like, we were just having loads. And then like I lost my mind for like 2 days. Like I forgot everything. Couldn't remember anything.
Yeah. So he.
So I was like, yeah, this isn't a chill pill.
but when did
It's
you
just
clock? When was that moment where you're like, that's what?
I didn't. When I first took it, it didn't feel like whoa.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the-
yeah.
Like you know.
So
I
it
only
might-
clocked when I was like 20. I was like,
Like,
I
didn't-
saw a Valium. I was like,
Yeah, but
oh,
that's why they're
shit.
so. Yeah, but that's why like what you saying with Daphne. That's why it's so addictive for like some people because they'll take it and they'll be like they don't even feel
yeah,
like it, and then they'll go off it. They'll be like, oh shit.
yeah.
So
No,
basically, what
and
was
you can take
happening was that
more.
Alex was all his revision for his
Just on
GCSEs
Valium.
was taking Valium. So when he revised, he'd just forget about it.
But I actually I've got another cigarette story that is just absolute class. So
Better than you smoking cigarettes filled with vomit.
Oh, is this to do with that other shop that you get cigarettes from?
no, it's to do with James the cameraman.
Two locations.
So once me and James the cameraman had a cigarette so
like that.
powerful, we genuinely we nearly passed out from it. So it was like
floor cigarette.
so me and James were in my old house and like everyone was out, it was after school, and we're like, oh, imagine if we had a cigarette. It's just my computer, it's fine. Overheating. And my sister smoked, and I was like, mate, I bet we could roll a cig out of my sister's stuff, right? So we're like looking through her drawers, like waiting for my mum to come in. Oh, I hope she doesn't come home. And I find this pack of like Amber Leaf that must have been at the bottom of this drawer. I'd say for like she must have been like 18, so like 5 years. This pack of Amber Leaf, but it was just, you know when it crumbles in the corner. So there was just two corners of like powdered Amber Leaf, and me and James were like, get in, mate, we're gonna roll a big cig. So we rolled like, you know those cigs that are so small you have to like rip the end off. When you were younger, you'd like roll it, then rip the bit that was just paper.
Yeah.
And we had to hold the cigarette upright because it was just powder. So we were like, let's go smoke this cig, let's go smoke
It's
this
so
cig.
delicate.
So we're like walking through Walpole Park and I have like this lighter. And I like light it, the whole thing like goes in flames pretty much because it's so dry. I'd have like one pop, like, give it to James, he's like, and we like, it's already disappeared because it's so fine. And I'm just like, and we're like walking across this like green, and my vision just starts swerving around, and it's literally, it genuinely felt like saying like LSD, like it was like the biggest, yeah, it was like the biggest hit of like high ever. I was like, fucking hell, it's like I was moving in slow motion. But yeah, that was just my other cigarette story. That is
That's
just
back when you could just drink some orange juice, be like, whoa.
the sugar's got me going, man.
I think that's good
Gonna
opening.
wrap it up.
Good opening episode.
So, Alex, would you like to plug anything?
Oh, Alex actually got a new song out.
Yes, I do. I'm forgetting the fucking name.
Dream Trailer.
Dream Trailer. It's on
Dream.
Spotify.
So, what's his name on Spotify?
Yeah, just type
Alexander Bezeski.
Yeah, look on my fucking Insta because my name's
Follow.
really long.
What's your Insta? At Pez.
AlexPez.music.
Oh, beautiful. And Cosmic Comedy Pod.
But yeah. Ricky, thank you very much for listening. All of this will be on YouTube, Spotify.
Napster.
We're trying to get a contract with Napster.
Bebo
yeah.
as well. You can find us there.
And we'll be
Bebo,
back
we're on Bebo too.
every single Tuesday
Flickr.
for the next 10 weeks.
I forgot that.
10 weeks. Fuck it.
Bam.
You're in for a ride.